Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Money Factor here on the Sphere. My name is LaShonda Johnson, certified financial educator, and also the co-founder of the Houston Housewives of Finance. And
good morning, everyone. I'm Tony Sanders, also the co-founder of the Houston Housewives of Finance and your certified financial education instructor. Welcome back. It is Money Mondays. What are you guys up to? It's a lot of going on.
Yes, so I think people are traveling, moving around, spending money
that they don't have. Oh,
I hope y'all have it.
No,
I hope you planned.
no.
I hope you planned. We'd like to think that that the majority of you guys are doing the right thing, but we don't know that. That's why we come to you every
yes, we
Monday
do. Statistics
morning.
show that they're not doing the right thing.
Well, not everybody.
Yeah, but a small majority of the people are, but most people.
We're talking to those of you who are not.
Yes.
So if you took a vacation this summer and you didn't plan for it last year, okay, we want to change that. So next year, you're doing the right thing, okay? So you're not going into debt to vacation. So, Tony, Money Mondays?
That's what it is.
That's what it is, okay? So this morning, we have a very interesting topic we want to discuss.
Oh, what is that?
And that is, there's some problems. First of all, we're talking about people preparing for later. Okay, so we're going to talk about what happens later when you don't prepare and what it looks like. Because I don't know if you guys know, but every 60 seconds or 65 seconds, 60 seconds, not 65.
75 seconds.
Someone is retiring.
Yep.
And so baby boomers are, if you're not a baby boomer, you will be. If you're Gen X, you're heading into the baby boomer era. And those of you who are millennials, you will eventually be Gen X. All of us are going to graduate to different genres and different age groups. And we need to know what to expect.
Wow.
As we're coming to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not a baby boomer yet. And it's a while before I'll be one. But
no, it's not a while. It comes very quickly.
Well, it comes very quickly. Mm-hmm. But right now, the reason I say that is that each of us have time to make sure that we transition into our next age group appropriately. And so that's why it's so important to get educated and make sure that you understand what is coming and how you can attack it right now. Okay. So what we want to start off this morning is an article, and this actually comes from the New York Times. Too little, too late. Bankruptcy booms amongst older Americans.
So that means we don't have that much time.
No. You've got to really take advantage of every single moment that you have with
Absolutely.
your finances. And so, Tony, if you'll start us off this morning, we want to talk about what happens when you don't. And, we hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you guys, this is reality. Baby boomers are facing bankruptcy. They're going into bankruptcy when they hit retirement because they are not prepared. And so we need to understand the facts that are in front of us.
All right, where it says for a rapidly growing share of older Americans, traditional ideas about life in retirement are being unpinned by dismal reality bankruptcy. The signs of potential trouble, vanishing pensions and soaring medical expenses, inadequate savings. Wow, inadequate savings.
Inadequate, yes.
Having been building for years. Now, new research sheds light on the scope of the problem. The rate of people 65 and older are filing for bankruptcy is 3 times of what it was in 1991. The study found that the same group of accounts for a far greater share of all fillers. Driving the surge is the study suggests that in 3 decades, shift of financial risk from government and employers to individuals are bearing a ever greater responsibility for their own financial well-being as social safety net shrinks. The transfer has come in the form of, among the things long awaits for full Social Security benefits, the replacement of employer-provided pensions with 401k savings and the more out-of-pocket spending on health care. Declining incomes, whether in retirement or leading up to compound the challenge. Wow, this is something that we talk about all the time. Wow. And that you can imagine that, people who are, retiring and they're facing the fact that they have to, file for bankruptcy.
Yes.
Wow. That's sad.
Yes, and I the largest reason is that, like it says, unprepared. We're unprepared. We don't have enough savings, and then we don't really know what we need. So it's important to also know what you need so that you can prepare. But if you're not prepared, the grim reality is that the expenses in retirement are overwhelming. And so people are struggling in retirement and they're forced to file bankruptcy. So if you look at this guy on this article, let's go back to the article. The person that we see here that's on the page at the very top of the article, this is him. It says this is a person, this is what all of us are going to reach this point. But let's scroll down just a little bit so we can read what the caption says underneath this picture. Lawrence Sedelta is a 74-year-old former carpenter, said he lost his health insurance about 2 years ago after his union changed the eligibility requirements. He and his wife filed for bankruptcy after living off of their credit cards for a time. Their financial difficulty has drained everything out of me. Our financial difficulty is what he's saying. So one key thing there, it says his union changed their eligibility requirements. You guys, do we have control over things like that? We don't have control over things like that. But how many times, Tony, do you sit down with someone as a professional, and their response is, "Oh, I got that on my job. Oh, my job takes care of that.
Right.
Oh, I've got that covered." And we depend on sources that are not reliable, and circumstances beyond our control can change those circumstances. So we have to take control. We have to be certain in uncertain times. We are in uncertain times.
Absolutely.
And so preparation allows you to make sure that you are creating that safety net for yourself and not depending on anyone to provide that for you.
Absolutely. I think that it's really important that people take heed to this and understand that your government, your employer, your bank, nobody has your best interests at heart. Things can change at any moment, and this is exactly what happened. You can think that you're on top of the world, and 1 minute and the next minute, you're drowning in debt due to medical expenses or anything else that's out there that you haven't quite planned for. Again, we plan for the weekend, but we don't plan for the future. And this is one thing that I stand by, that we must start thinking outside of the box and don't plan just for today and think about tomorrow, because tomorrow is coming very quickly. I know that Mr. Sedita probably didn't even think this is whatever happened to him after working a career for that long and really thought that he had it, all in the bag. Unfortunately, this is happening not only to him, but a lot of other Americans in his age group.
Absolutely. And the thing of it is you guys, you have to realize that we're going to reach a point of non-income producing years.
Absolutely.
Those times are coming, and we are living longer, but just because we're living longer does not mean that we're going to be capable of working longer. So in your income producing years, those are the years that you're able to work, then you've got to prepare for your non-income producing years. So let's go back to the article, see what else it has to say.
It says Cheryl McLeod of Las Vegas filed for bankruptcy in January after struggling to keep up with her mortgage payments and other expenses. I am 70. Wow, 70-year-old and still with a mortgage. That's a problem right there.
Yes.
And I am working for less than I ever did in my life. Well, that's to be expected.
And that's what happens
Absolutely.
when you get into retirement.
It says this life stuff happens. As the study from Consumer Bankruptcy Project explains that older people whose finances are precarious have few places to turn. When the cost of aging off loaded onto population that simply does not have access to adequate resources, something has to give. The study says that older Americans turn into what little of left of social safety net, bankruptcy court. Wow. You can manage, okay, then there's a little stumble. That's what Deborah Thorne, an associate professor of sociology at the University of Idaho and the author of the study, it doesn't even take a big thing. She's absolutely right. The forces of work affect many Americans, but older people are often less able to weather them. According to the Professor Thorne and her colleagues in the study, finding and keeping one job is hard enough than another. Person taking another pay, unexpected bills is the almost unfathomable. Oh wow!
Can you just imagine? Wait, let me just.
I'm just thinking about. I'm thinking about my own mom, and if something were to happen, and man.
Yeah.
No, she can't compete with the younger people. She can't compete with the millennials. She can't compete with the generation X.
No.
And it's crazy to even think that you're still going to be getting paid for what these younger people can do.
And the argument is, I have experience. Well, they don't care. Mm-mm. They care about their bottom line, which is getting labor for cheap.
Right. And not only that, they have them for a longer period of time.
Absolutely.
Your time is very short. So you got to think about that thing. How much time do you really have?
Yes.
I mean, we've been talking about that. And that's what resonates with me right now is what's your window of opportunity? And it's very short. It's not a long time.
Mm-hmm. It's not. And not only that, again, we still cannot work forever. Mm-mm. So even if because yes, we are as Americans, we're working longer, and not because we want to, because we have to, because we don't have the funds to say, I'm clocking out for good. Mm-hmm. So, but, we're not as sharp as we used to be when we
not
were
at
younger.
70,
No. And really at 70 years old.
Hell, not at 50.
Your mobility changes.
Yes, everything changes.
Things change. So even if we want to in our will, physically, we don't have the ability to do the things that a younger person is able to do. So that makes us very dispensable in a working environment. So what is the result? What is the solution here? The solution is you have to take advantage of every opportunity you have right now to prepare for your future. You guys, we are going to be, just at our convention we had, we talk about how technology is going to expand the life beyond what we can even fathom.
Artificial intelligence.
So the problem is not that I'm going to live long. The problem is, will I have enough money? Because money is a commodity that's earned.
Right.
And if you leave a legacy, yes, it's gifted, but most of us, we're not even saving for our own retirement, let alone a legacy.
Wow.
So therefore, that means that you really have to take the issues of your finances extremely seriously.
And it's funny because I saw someone post today on social media that money isn't everything, and I'm thinking, the hell if it isn't. Well, you ask these people in retirement if it isn't. You ask them.
Go ask them if
they
they could go back. what they would do
differently.
Yeah, with that, we've got to go to our first sponsor here in the show today, which is Elite Dental Wellness. So at Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We're committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Batiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Ashandra Batiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680.
You know, I was just thinking they can't even go to the dentist.
You know what? As we get older, we're going to have issues with our teeth.
Teeth falling out. I mean, you know, hey, gums problems.
You know what? Sadly, a lot of the plans that you get in with Medicare, which is our workshop 4, by the way, do not cover those things.
No.
You've got to prepare for that too.
Wow.
So speaking of workshops, you guys, you've got to reach out to us, okay? You've got to come to our workshops. We have workshops in 3 different locations here in the Houston area and multiple other locations across the U.S. and Canada. You've got to stop belaboring this. You've got to get engaged with your finances, okay? Please reach out to us at 1-844-700-4463 for a workshop near you, times and locations convenient for you, one-on-ones with you, whatever you need to do. You can also text us at 31996. Put in the text message field, all one word, ask HHOF. Okay. Of course, you can go to our lovely website and you can book an appointment right there for services that are complimentary, which means free. You can scroll right down and book your appointment right online. And some of you have been doing that. So,
but wait.
Yeah.
If you book an appointment, if you call and you want an appointment, no. Can you answer the phone? You ask for an appointment and then we call you and you don't respond. I don't get it.
So
I don't
get
it.
I think, you know, it's emotion in the moment. You feel like, man, I really need to do this, but what you really need to do is follow through.
Yeah.
You know,
take some action. Take some serious action.
You know, the first step is booking. The second step is coming. The third step is doing what, is put together for you to do, following through with the plan. So, again, you guys, we've got to become active and proactive. We've got to stop being passive with our finances. And
she's being so nice to y'all.
We really do. We really do. We do.
You know what?
The point of the matter is
we've got to make some changes. I mean, immediately. I keep seeing things about Black Wall Street and everyone else is doing it. But you know what? We're not going to get back to that point until we change us. They had a different mindset back in those days, and they wanted to win, they wanted to succeed, and they set it up for us. And all we have to do is pick back up and do it. But we won't even do it. Why? Why won't we do it? That's the biggest question that I ask every day. The moment I wake up, before I go to bed, it wakes me up in the middle of the night. When will we win? When will we make a decision to take action and change our lives?
That's a question for you to answer individually. You've got to answer that question. And some people will take it seriously. Most actually will not. And that's unfortunate. So, again, we're trying to be a forum for you guys to really get the information you need. Get educated, get serious, take action, okay? So let's go back to the article, see what else the article has to say. Now, these are some very good statistics. Let's look at bankruptcy. So bankruptcy can offer a fresh start for people who need one. But for older Americans, it's too little too late, the study says. By the time they fly, their wealth has, by the time they file, their wealth has vanished, and they simply do not have enough years to get back on their feet. So you can see the percentages from ages 18 to 24, 25 to 34, 35 to 44, 45 to 54, 55 to 64, and 65 to 74.
Wow.
Look at 65 to 74.
I never even thought that an 18 or 24-year-old would need to file,
Well, it's on the downslope. It's a lower percentage. But you can see that the statistics are really, really crazy when you get older, okay? Actually, it starts to get kind of crazy right around the 45 to 54 mark. But 55, after you hit 55, because
that's 45 to 54. That's only 2%.
it's leveling out there.
Yes.
But when you see 55 to 64, if you're watching us, this is when things start to get crazy. And what is the biggest factor there, Tony? Time. You don't have time. And that's why it's the way it is. It says by the time you file, their wealth has vanished. So when you're between 18 and let's take a look at 18 and 45, you have a little bit of time to recover. But after 55, you're running out of time. You've run out of time. It's a little too, like it says, too little, too late. So the data gathered by the researchers is stark. From February 2013 to November 2016, there were 3.6 bankruptcy filers per 1,000 people, 65 to 74 in 1991, and there were in 1991, and there were 1.2. So look at this, how crazy it is. But there's some more. Let's continue because there's some more statistics here. We're going to jump down. Just keep scrolling down. Let's look at right here. Medicare benefits. Let's scroll up just a little bit. Medicare benefits, out-of-pocket spending by age. Take a look at this.
Wow.
Okay? This contributes to the reason people are going bankrupt. Medical. And so, we tell you guys, listen, you need to prepare for long-term care. You need to prepare for the future. Think we're playing? Yes. Take a look at these statistics.
So 40% of the income between 75 and 84, but 85 and up is 74% of the income.
Because look at your age.
Wow.
Look at your age, okay? And so total income, look at this median. This is back in 2013. Median 2013 healthcare spending as a share of total income. So when you get to look at 65 to 74, 12% of your income is going towards medical. And this is just average stuff. This is not talking about people with chronic conditions. And look at Medicare beneficiaries' out-of-pocket spending by income. Of course, it's getting crazy when we get older. So if you don't think that you need to prepare, I don't know what it's going to take for people
it just
to
really
understand.
takes me back to healthy and wealthy and healthy.
Exactly.
If you're not taking care of yourself today, those same problems, they're going to just develop more issues over time.
You're going to pay for it.
And you're going to pay for
are
it in the long
going
run.
to pay for it. And it's going to affect your quality of life and also your financial life overall. So there's more. We can scroll down just a little bit more. You can be able to see if you're following us here. If not, you can definitely go back and look at these things. Let's look at share of homeowners with the mortgage by age. Take a look at this. So anyway, one of the things that we talk about is by the time you reach retirement, being a homeowner, not a mortgage owner, but a homeowner. So
they're still paying mortgages.
Look at this.
At 65 and
even
up?
at 75 and older.
Oh, my goodness.
That's because people are buying their dream homes in retirement. So guess what? That mortgage is going to outlive you. And so you should be preparing to purchase these things in your income producing years, pay them off, and by the time you retire, you should be liability free.
Yeah, because look at the credit card debt.
Look at the credit card debt.
The share of families with credit card debt by age of head of household, even 65 to 74. That's
still
up to
dealing
10%.
with credit card debt.
Yes, 70.
Well, look at the guy. He said that they were living off of credit cards and had to file bankruptcy. So these things are reality. Older Americans' finances are also being strained by the needs of those around them. Because what do you do as grandparents? Well, I'm a grandparent. And we want to help our grandkids and our kids and stuff like that. You know, your kids still come to you, Mom, can you help me out?
Right.
Because what do your kids think? Oh, Mom is retired. They got a nest egg. They can help. Okay. So it says a little more than a third of older filers who answered the researchers' questionnaire said that they help others, like children. Older parents had contributed to their seeking bankruptcy protection. Bankruptcy lawyers in Seattle said, he had seen a phenomenon again and again.
Wow. It's funny that this because that's what we talked about yesterday, and just having, making people responsible. And sometimes we just have to say no.
Yes.
Because it's affecting your bottom line.
Yes.
And then if you're giving, and then when it's time for you, nobody has it to give to you. So
Correct.
That's an unfortunate situation.
And I'm telling you, one thing that I know that seniors don't want to be is a burden. So they want to give.
And so
but in most cases, they don't have it.
But then why, stop going to your parents and your grandparents, asking them for money, knowing that they live on a fixed income. You are in your income producing years. You have the ability to go out and make ends meet.
But when people are in a desperate situation, it calls for desperate measures. And where's the first place you go? Mama, daddy.
And they don't have it, and they don't want to say no.
And they try to figure out a way to provide it.
Right.
So now what we don't have is any more time on Facebook Live. Okay? So what we need you guys to do right now, this second, this moment, is go to the Sphere and subscribe. You've got to subscribe. Go there, subscribe. And while you're there, we want you to share the show. Got to share this information. We don't know who you know. This is powerful information. Every Monday morning, we bring you something life-changing to help you towards your finances and becoming a better money manager. So share the show. When you're there, please write a review. Please go to iTunes if you're on iPhone user. Or if not, you can go and write a review. Tell us what you think, what you'd like to see. We'd love to hear it. While you're there, you can also donate. We provide this show completely complimentary. But if you'd like, you can donate. And you can donate one time, or you can become a regular patron. Either way, we like it. We love it. We need you to go do that right now, this moment, this second. The show is not ending, but Facebook Live is ending. Okay?
Wow, we gave them extra time today, because I'm like, wow.
Yeah. So
you better go subscribe.
right now. So let's get back to this article. Isn't this interesting?
It's very interesting.
This is what I call a sneak peek into your future.
But it's sad.
It is.
It's really sad.
It's alarming. And the thing of it is, if you take action, you don't have to be a part of these statistics. And you don't have to be a part of this phenomenon.
Well, I thank God I have long-term care. And wow, because looking at this, you're going to need it.
Yes. It says some parents, Mr. Stern said, had co-signed loans for $10,000 to $20,000 for adults and children, and suddenly could no longer afford them. When you are living on $2,000 a month, like you just said, fixed income, that includes Social Security, and you have rent and saving, and you have rent and savings are minuscule. It's extremely difficult to recover from something like that.
And that's what I'm saying. Come on, adult children. Stop putting that pressure on your parents and your grandparents. You should be helping them. You should not be going to them, asking them, knowing that they're living on a fixed income and that this is going to affect their bottom line as well.
And you know what the parents or grandparents say, well, baby, let me see what I can do.
Yes.
Knowing they can't
and they
do
don't
it.
have it.
They don't have it. They don't have it. You know, the sad thing is, some seniors
be a mean old grandma. I'm tell you that.
No, you can't have it.
I don't have it.
So some seniors are having to choose between buying their prescriptions and eating.
Wow,
literally, that's a fact.
That's sad.
So it's sad. So do you want this to be your future? If not, you've got to change. Change now. Okay, not yesterday, not tomorrow, now, this moment, this second, as you're even hearing my voice. Change, okay? Right. Change has to be imminent, or, your future is looking seriously bleak.
And let me tell you this from personal experience what happens is, I know that parents give their adult kids, and what they do is then they go to the other adult children and ask for it. Yeah. And then I'm like, well, mother, stop giving your last so that you can have.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you give that person, then it's like I've given it to them because I'm giving it to you back.
Correct. It's a cycle.
And that's
why the whole family needs to get educated. So, all it takes is for one person not to manage their money correctly.
And it's a snowball effect.
Everybody, because you loan, everybody's kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Wow.
Paul don't have it. Peter don't have it. Paul don't have it. So get educated, you guys. Make it a family affair to get educated. Everybody. Pull somebody by the hand and say, you guys, listen, we've got to change our future. Come do this with me. If they don't do it with you, hey, leave them back there and don't continue to edify their bad behavior with money.
Right.
Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Be that person that makes the change. You got to do that. If you don't do that, then the whole family's going down the hole together.
Well, look, don't go down the hole. This portion of the show is being sponsored by The Sphere. Are you starting a business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content and delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with our strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. It's looking all good, the Sphere.
Lots of stuff happening here at the Sphere. You've got to be a part of it. Man, as I said, I just look at the wall, and there's been so many people through these doors to talk about various topics that we all can benefit from. But, we start out the week, Monday, fresh, talking about money every week.
And, when I think about this here, I think about, how we were here with our executive producer, Gary Lee. Hey, Gary. When it's all, I know where it all started and how it happened. I know, where you at?
Holler at us, Gary.
Yeah, but very proud of everything that you've accomplished.
Absolutely.
And everything that
Phenomenal.
you're continuing to do.
Yes,
great work.
Absolutely. So
great work.
Let's go back over to this article. There's still some more stuff. It says others had co-signed for children's student loans. Now, this is real crazy here. I never saw parents with student loans 20 or 30 years ago, Mr. Stern said. No, we didn't. It's not uncommon to see student loans of $100,000, he added. Then you see parents who have guaranteed some of these loans. They're no longer working, and they have these student loans that are difficult, if not impossible, to pay for, to pay or discharge in bankruptcy. And these are the kids' loans. Wow.
You don't take
Keith
the
Morris,
don't
chief
take them out.
executive of Elder Law of Michigan, which runs a legal hotline for older adults, said the prospects of bankruptcy was a regular topic for his callers.
Wow. Let's go back to what they said right there. They're not even working anymore. They have these student loans that they're responsible for, and they can't even discharge them.
No.
With bankruptcy.
I literally had a client who was in his 60s. He still had a student loan, over $200,000
from his child.
From college. No,
from
his own.
Wow.
And I was like, well, you're in your 60s. Is there some kind of way to forgive? Is there a forgiveness program? He said no.
So my question is,
he went to dental school and didn't finish,
and he never paid it off.
No, he got as far as clinicals, but never finished. And so he was over $250,000 in debt on student loans, and it was a major burden for him.
Wow.
And it could not be forgiven.
I think that healthcare and education should be free. I'm just saying.
I agree completely. There's
two people. It shouldn't be something that everybody should be born into the right to have those things, and we shouldn't have to go into debt or file bankruptcy because of we want to live a healthy life, and that we want to get the education, a higher education, so that we can, have a better life for ourselves and our families. And I just, this morning I'm not feeling it at all when it comes to the government and where the direction that our country is going in regards to these things. And we have so many people, and if we don't take care of anybody else, why aren't we taking care of our babies? Why aren't we taking care of our seniors?
Two people that are near and dear to my heart are children and seniors. Children because they can't take care of themselves. Seniors because they've paid their dues. And so a lot of the fiber of our country is built on, the hands of our seniors. They've already put in their time, their work. And so it's something, again, we got to lobby for, politically. But, our country has become very much of a business. Our country is a business. The running of our country is a business. And so that's why you personally have to take very serious your household, because you have to start looking at it as a business and run it as such and make sure that it is a profitable business, because the country is doing that. Our country is making sure that it profits from every single thing, from education to healthcare, to entertainment, to every single thing is a dollar sign cha-ching behind it. So you have got to, it's not even optional. You've got to take seriously managing your household, which is your empire. You are the CEO of that. How's things looking for you? And
I think LaShonda, with that being said, this is a great time to ask you guys need to join our campaign.
Absolutely.
I'm pouring out my heart this morning and letting you know that these are things, this is real life. This is going on. And we need you to be a part of this campaign. We need you to change your life and your family's life. That's why we always come here every single Monday morning asking you, pouring our hearts out to you of why you have to do it. We're giving you the latest and the greatest in these articles, things that I know you're not reading. So we bring them to you so that you can be aware of what's going on. You got to join the workshops. You've got to be a part of this campaign. You've got to stand for something. When I think about it, and I think, yesterday, LaShonda, I was literally thinking, I said, you know what? When Martin Luther King, when he was, fighting for our rights and our civil rights and things like that, he didn't do it. He did it every single day.
Every day.
Every day we're in a fight for our lives financially. So when I see people and they say, oh, money isn't everything, or we don't need money, that's not true. You do need money. You need money to survive. Your family needs money. Your children's children need money. This is not going away. And there's nobody more important than your family. But you're not even taking the right steps to ensure that your family has a great future financially. And I'm not saying that you have to be millionaires or billionaires. Can we just be comfortable? Can we retire with some dignity here?
I think it's people thinking, how they're looking at, the use of money. Okay. It's easy to say that money's not everything, if you have it, but most people that are making those statements don't have it. So the thing of it is we're not saying that money is the world. We're saying that it takes money to make the world go around. And you have to be able to manage your share, your lion's share, appropriately, because later may not be greater if you don't. Statistically, it's saying later won't be greater. Okay. And so how you live right now with the money that you earn, because last I checked, there's no free ride.
No free rides.
Hey, you need money to survive. You need money to eat. You need money to move around. You need money. Okay. How you handle the money you receive is totally up to you. But what we're saying here is the money that you receive needs to be allocated appropriately. You've got to live now and take care of later. That's facts. That's facts. So no one ever said here that money was everything. We're saying that money is needed in every situation. That's a difference.
That's a difference.
So money is needed in every situation. I don't know one that you don't need it. If you're not healthy, you're going to need money to have health care.
Yes.
To eat, you need money. To drive, you need money. To live, you need money. So what are we saying? That money's not everything. You need money for everything.
You need money for everything.
So how you handle money is important. It is essential. And so, hey, you can perceive this how you want to perceive it. Take it how you want to take it. But the fact of the matter remains, you guys, statistically, as a country, we are way, way, way behind the 8 ball when it comes to personal money management. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That is a fact. And we need to change. So I love that you say, our campaign is we're trying to educate 1 million people by the year of 2020 at the year of 2020, guess what we'll continue to do at year 2021? Continue. Because it's still an issue. And the more people are being born, the more people are going to have to be educated. We don't come out of the womb understanding finances. And guess who we're imitating? Parents who don't understand finances.
Right.
So this is a realistic fact. Okay. And so some of the statements that we're making to excuse our behaviors is just not acceptable.
It's not acceptable.
It's just not acceptable. What is acceptable is you taking responsibility for where you are or where you are not. Those of you who are doing, I applaud you. Can we get some hand claps on that? Okay? Because we do have a percentage of people who really do care about their finances.
Absolutely.
But in America, it's not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. And that's not just what I'm saying, what Tony's saying. This is statistical facts. There's not enough people managing their money right. We can tell by the debt that's in our country. We can tell by the student loans that's in our country. Parents are not preparing for their children. You know, they need to start early. We've just now created a plan in our tax plan. This is one that I do like that allows you to start preparing for a child before they're even born. Are you doing that? If you plan to have kids, millennials, hello, wake up. Start planning for your children right now if you plan to have them. You know, too many of us can't do too many things because of finances. Finances is the middle of everything. Everything flows through finances. So we cannot say money is not everything. You know, no, it's not everything, but it helps everything to take place.
Wow.
And so if that's not your belief, I'm sorry. If that's not what your mindset is, I'm sorry. These are facts.
These are facts.
Not opinions. We come to you on this show talking about matter of fact, and we always back it up with statistics. We're not talking about opinions, although we give ours because we're financial professionals. Our opinions are strong that you need to get educated, sit down, and have a personal financial strategy and get a plan. Because if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. And that's why you need to contact us. Okay, you can contact me, LaShonda J at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com, and
Tony S at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com. You can meet us on all of our social media platforms. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Meetup, we're on Facebook, of course, as the Houston Housewives of Finance official. If it doesn't say official, it's not us. You just need to contact us.
Yes.
You know, it's just too many people. And, you know, I just want people to win.
Okay, we want you to win. We want you to win. That's why we come here and do this for you. We're very passionate about what we do, and we're very passionate about you winning in life. Because if you don't, the next article we want to share with you is showing you. Now, this is a resource that anyone can go look at. These links, too, are available. When you go and subscribe with us, you'll be able to see these links. But this particular link is talking about, this is a working paper. Let's scroll up because I want people to see where this is coming from. This is coming from the researchers, Retirement Research Center for Retirement, Center for Retirement Research from
At
Boston College. And it's talking about how look at the areas that it's researching. These are working papers, active research done on Social Security, state and local pensions, health and long-term care, finance and retirement. All of these are topics, you guys. These things are going on all around us because there are issues. How much does out-of-pocket medical spending eat away at retirement income? How much? A lot. Let's look at this. So this is going on to say, this is an abstract, which means this is a document that was created. And I want to scroll down. It says the adequacy of retirement income from Social Security benefits and other sources is substantially reduced by Medicare's high out-of-pocket costs. The project uses the 2002 through 2004 Health and Retirement Study to calculate post-op benefit ratios. And sadly enough, statistics today are not far off from when this was done. So look at what the papers found. Average out-of-pocket spending, including long-term care, was $4,274 per year in 2014, which approximately 2/3. Now, we just saw another statistic that showed us how much of income this is taking from medical expenses is taking from our income. The average retiree had only 65.7% of his Social Security benefits remaining after out-of-pocket spending, and only 82.2% of total income. Nearly 1/5 That's 18% of retirees had less than 50% of their 2014 Social Security income remaining after
Wow.
out-of-pocket spending, with 6% of retirees falling below 50%. So the reason I brought this up, this was actually done in 2017, last year, October. So this coming fall, there will be another report. And these things are not going to change very much, Tony.
Only thing I can think about is, and they're not getting very much.
It's
so if you're taking about, nearly 1/5 of that, wow.
So if we're talking about, it says post-op benefit ratios increase concurrently with the introduction of Medicare Part D for retirees who had lacked prescription drug coverage prior to 2006. This group also saw a small increase after the donut hole began closing in 2010. Now, they're supposed to be addressing that now, but still, it's still an issue.
Right.
Medications.
I was just thinking about that.
Prescriptions.
That didn't even include the medication.
No. So you guys, listen, you can go back and read this in its entirety, and there's several other things on this research report that I know will open your eyes. Either you're just dull, in denial, distracted. There's a lot of D's I can use.
But let's use this one. Let's disrupt.
Yes,
let's disrupt.
This is disruptive. When
Yes.
you see this, you guys, you've got to wake up. I'm telling you, man, when I read these things, and I read, it's several that I read. I'm constantly reading these things. And what it does is give me a deeper conviction about helping the community to understand what is at bay for them if they don't change.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you one person that's out in the community. This portion is being sponsored by KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Well, Unleash Your Dopeness is a people empower movement built to encourage the masses to operate outside their fears and have the gall to recklessly pursue their dreams and passions in life. Join thousands of others as we unlock the greatness that dwells inside. Shop dope gear at kogpassion.com. That's kogpassion.com. And use the coupon code DOPE, DOPE, exclamation point, for 10% off exclusive Unleash Your Dopeness apparel. Act now. Sizes are selling out fast. I almost said unleash your financial dopeness.
Yes.
It was at the tip of my tongue. Yes.
Yeah, we do want you guys to really get, reach into your inner dopeness on your finances. It's really important.
Yes.
It's really important. So we need to go to the Saving Your Future book because, we got some solutions to this stuff.
Absolutely.
First of all, workshops. Okay. We want to put up our 3 locations. Okay. You guys, we've now even extended, the workshops to lunch and learns. Of course, we do one-on-ones. We're going to do virtual things. There are no excuses for you not changing and not getting what you need because we have it for you. Okay, let's start. West Houston, you guys, Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesdays 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 10 a.m. You can meet me there, okay? 11111 Katy Freeway. That's 5 1s, Katy Freeway, Suite 100.
Ooh, all those
and
ones?
all these ones, because we want you to be number one when it comes to your finances. That's Houston, Texas, 77079, 7 p.m. on Wednesday nights, 10 a.m. on Saturday mornings. Also, lunch and learns every second and fourth Friday. So we have one coming up this Friday at 12 noon to 1:30 p.m. We feed you, and we feed you with, some incredible financial information. All you have to do is show up. And now North Houston.
Yes, we're in Northwest Houston at 13831. That's Northwest Freeway, Suite 215. That's Houston, Texas, 77040. Our workshops are Tuesdays at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 10 a.m. We also have a daytime opportunity for you to come on Wednesdays as well. Our next one will be on the 15th of this month at 11:30 a.m. a.m. Also a lunch and learn for you to come out and get some great information on your lunch break. You don't have to wait till the evening. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't want to come in the evenings, no worries. We got you during the day as well.
Yes.
So just come out. Make that decision to come out and get educated. That's what's most important.
Absolutely. And if you're in Pearland, there's a location in Pearland for you. That address is 11233 Shadow Creek Parkway, Suite 255. And that's in Pearland, Texas, 77584. They have workshop overviews on Monday and workshops on Thursdays. So listen, you guys, there is no excuse. If you didn't get this, you can push rewind on this, or you can call us at 1-844-700-4463. And you can also text Ask HHOF to 31996. And so if you don't want to do either one of those, this information is on our website, on our events page. Okay. On the events page, we have our workshops listed, times and locations right there for you. So all you have to do is click on www.hofinance.com. HO Finance, what is it?
Hey, Google Houston Housewives of Finance.
Yeah,
I guarantee you'll
us.
find it.
Okay.
You'll definitely find it.
And so there's links everywhere, but you can just go to Houston Housewives of Finance and you can find us. Just Google it. We're Googleable. Okay.
Awesome.
And we've gave you all other methods to try to reach us if you can't remember any of this. Okay. All right. So let's go to your Saving Your Future book, which you should have. If you don't have it, you got to reach out to us. Let's talk about managed growth. How do you win in the money game, Tony? How do you win?
Well, if your money were a game, many of us would be losing. Let me repeat. If money were a game, many of us would be losing. Making a big income doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win. Millions are drowning in a sea of debt, and bankruptcy doesn't just happen to the working poor. It befalls people from all walks of life. Some people make a lot, but they spend a lot too. They spend more actually than they make. Others make big bets when the market is hot, but shy away when the market is undervalued. They lose and they don't know why they lose. And those who win often know why they win. If they knew, they would continue to do what makes them win to avoid their loss. Lack of knowing about money, how money works, is the main cause of losing in the money game. You know, I couldn't even read this because I was thinking about this young man that I posted yesterday on our Athletes and Money page. And oh my goodness, did you see he is going to invest his salary and he's only going to live off of his endorsements?
Hey, I love it.
That is kudos. Can we get some hand claps?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. When I saw that article, I was like, how smart is that?
That's very smart. If I could go back and do it all over again, I would live off of half of what I earned.
I could live on my tips.
Yeah, I would live off of half of what I earned and save the rest. And so, but you know what? It's not too late to make changes, you guys. So I'm inspired when I see things like that, especially from the millennial community, because that means they're getting it,
right?
You know, and they're starting already to leave a legacy for the generations that they're going to create,
right?
Because our world is going to keep churning.
I just want people to
it's going to keep churning.
Just start.
Yeah, you got to get started. You must, you know, and that's the biggest challenge, people making that first step to get started. This morning, I mean, I really have to applaud someone. I don't even know. We're everywhere. We give out cards, you know, I give out e-cards. We each have our own text codes. You know, mine is Bill Wealth to 31996. What is yours, Tony? Ask Tony.
Ask Tony.
So we have so many ways you can reach us. And someone called me this morning at 7:30 and she said, hey, I need your help. Are you awake? And I said, yes, I am awake. And, you know, she said, I need to see you today. I said, wonderful. You know, so we scheduled an appointment. I don't know. I gave her my card a long time ago. And, you know, sometimes things hit people and they wake up. But we need it to be sooner than later.
Right.
Okay. Because I love this first line where it says, most of us are losing in the money game.
Absolutely. And don't even know it.
And we don't even know it. It's like most of us, you know, things are happening to us internally and we don't even know it because we're not taking care of our health. So we've got to get very, very aggressive when it comes to our wealth and our health. And so, we just had an event over the weekend. I cannot tell you the flood of people that came and said, nobody is really talking about both. We're glad that you're talking about both. And I did have some people that specifically said, I think I'm doing, better in the category of my health. But when it comes to wealth, I'm dying.
Yeah.
This is words that people said.
Right.
I'm dying when it comes to my wealth. Can you help me as far as wealth is concerned?
So they're healthy.
So-
they're healthy in their actual physical
Yes.
health, but
They
sick
paid
in their
attention to
finances.
that, but they're dying in their wealth. And so is that you? If that is you, again, this is all for you. Okay? As Janet say, it's all for you. We can't sing. We're keeping our day jobs. But we love our day jobs, which is to educate you on how your finances needs to be a priority to you. Let's go back to the Saving Your Future book. So, do you want growth or do you want safety? When thinking about safety for their money, people are looking at, all different things. But you guys, the 4 cornerstones that you need to be concerned about is growth, safety, tax advantages, and protection. How do you know how that applies to you? You have to call us for a personal financial strategy, because this is something that's specific to you and your circumstance and your plan. Let's go on. Let's go on to the next page. Now, Tony, can you go over these things right here?
This is really important,
Yes.
and I think that people really need to understand. When you're building your future and making financial decisions, you should ask yourself these questions. Number 1, can it potentially achieve your goals? Well, yeah, most people say yes. Is it safe enough? When I say safe, is it safe enough that you won't lose any money like they lost in 2008? 3, does it have tax advantage, or is all your money tax deferred? So when you really need your money the most, will you not own the money? You'll pay taxes on it, and that you should have paid on the seed instead of on the harvest. Number 4, does it have proper protection? Wow, so many people don't have proper protection, or they're under protected. This is why you got to plan and call us to have your strategy done.
Absolutely.
If you have a good answer to all these questions, great. You're likely moving in the right direction towards your goal. Growth is good, but managed growth is better.
Better.
It's better.
Yes.
But, most people don't understand that. They just think, oh, I'm good. I have everything in place.
You need to be able to say that with confidence.
Yes.
And not through
And
arrogance.
if you have it like that,
Arrogance and pride.
Let's sit
Most people
down.
are-
Sit
yeah.
down. Let me see it.
Yes.
Let me see what those numbers are looking
Put
like.
your papers where your mouth is.
Ooh.
Okay? So don't just say that out of arrogance and pride. Say it out of certainty. And the way that you can say that out of certainty is that you sit down and make sure every year, not just one time, annually, make sure that your plan is on point, on track to help you reach your goals.
And you know what? If you're one of those people who are not consistent and you're not disciplined, there's nothing wrong with having someone like us being your accountability partner.
Yeah.
Someone that will come to you every quarter just to make sure you stay on track.
Yes.
Or at least twice a year. Because sometimes if you wait for that full 12 months, you done got so out of behind and so out of pocket.
Yes.
You need to tighten it up a little bit.
Unfortunately, too, I have clients like that they got off track and they were embarrassed that they got off track, so they kind of stayed out of touch.
No.
And I'm like, that's not the time to stay out of touch, is when you get off track. You need to make a phone call. Listen, I'm concerned.
I done
I'm
messed
off
up.
track. I'm off track. I've messed up. I've made some decisions I'm not proud of, and I need help. Okay? Let's get proactive with that. Let's stop being passive and prideful. Get some help, you guys. Get some help. We're here for you. We want you to win. Okay? This is all about winning. Winning in the money game. Okay? And we're all in the game. Okay? All of us. If we're living and breathing and working, we're in the game. Even if we're not working, we're still in the game. We're just not going past go. So make sure you travel around the circle and the 4 cornerstones appropriately. Don't camp out in one and be like, well, I don't know if I'm going to ever make it around. Do what you need to do to make it around.
Absolutely. Well, with that being said, she's all choked up. So
I know.
That's going to do it for this episode today of the Money Factor on the Sphere. Let me tell you something. Just go out and make a decision.
Yes.
Change your life. Attend a workshop. Give us a call. Schedule a personal financial strategy. And I promise you, you won't regret it. You can't afford not to.
No, you cannot. So call us as soon as possible. Get active today. Reach out to us today without delay. We'll see you next week, same time, same place, right here on the Money Factor. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.